So, this is currently another day. Yep, put my pins. This is currently another day. And where we're currently going, where we're currently at in the storyline, is we just recruited all of our friends. And we're hunting down people. You can tell because that's where the tech is, over here. Now, you can only access this area at this point in time when you have everyone with you. When you're trying to collect everyone's pins. Go down to the station underpass to the Shibuya River. This is the Shibuya River. It stretches 2.6 kilometers between the Miyomasu and Tengenji bridges. But really at this point it's a river in name alone. It's no real source, and it's awfully shallow. It's been converted into a drainway now. A sewer. What? A sewer? Are you gonna go in there? There could be something inside. Sorry, but I'll pass. These boots are not made for sewer walking. Yeah, this ain't my style either, yo. I guess that's understandable. Alright, I'll go check it out. Whoa there, Blue. I'm going with. You? You seem like the last person who ought to go in there. I could never live with myself if I let you go alone. Let's spend some quality time. Whoa! You guys ain't... Like, you ain't... Blue and pink? I mean, sure, I didn't know they were went like that. Now look what you've done. Shut up and walk, dear. I'm going too. If something happens, I want to see. I mean, stop it. Whatever, I'll go too. More trouble than it's worth sometimes. Pink. Joshua. Down to the trail of the center. This is where the frog is. Let's see if we can spot it.
That was nothing. That's how it's done.
What? What is this place? It's a river. Like a channel dividing this world from the next. The sticks of Shibuya. Hey, come on, don't make this creepier than it has to be. There's a common misconception that Charon buried the dead across the Styx. That was actually the river Acheron. The Styx circled Hades, the realm of the dead, 9 times, forming the boundary between Earth and Underworld. Fascinating stuff. Thrilling. But like, this isn't really the Styx, is it? Does this look like Greece to you? Just ignore him. I've been trying to look for this frog, so... Just trying to find a frog. I can't find this frog. I've been finding all these enemies here. Alright, let's go. Oh my gosh, we got it. Okay. So, I've been fighting every single frog group on Ultimate. Alright.
Open up.
I need a 4th one. Into the picture. Alright, there is not one. Let's try here. And you just need a 4th noise so I can grab them all. There's no 4th.
Focus.
Come on, give me a 4th noise anywhere, please. Is that? No, it's the same one. Alright, we'll have to do it with 3. Okay, so this Fifenfrog that we're looking for is really rare to encounter.
Your good is gone.
And it also drops the last of the pins I'm looking for the black darklit planets. Unfortunately, it also has a 0.13 chance of dropping. And a lot of health. So it's like a rare, like a metal slime almost. That's fine. It also doesn't take damage.
Come back when you grow a pair.
Yeah, that's weird. Doesn't take damage.
Your good is gone.
So how you take care of it is, you do a large chain reduction battle, like I'm doing right here. And you get it to ×3. You can take it out with cross combos, but that's not going to do enough. And because you're trying to go for a multiplier, you have to use your cross fusion. And because of that, you want to make sure it kills. Beat, come back. Alright. That's good. And this should be the frog in question. There he is.
Your good is gone.
He is healing no matter what I do. He takes neutral damage from. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm being beat up. And he always heals from whatever I do, but takes damage from beat, cross combos. I want to make sure I don't mess this up, because this is a really rare encounter. Oh, let's go. I need some good. I need a real good one here. I'm talking like 6 times. 6%, please. Okay, we got 6 times. We actually got 6.9 times. That's nice. This should take him out. Please take him out. Oh, that's it. That's the ultimate. Black Mercury. That's the last of the dark lit planets. Took me like an hour to get it, but we got it. Alright. We have Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus. And now Mercury. When 6 dark lit planets align. That's all of them. Now, these, I've never actually gotten all of them, but I'm pretty sure your stats get insane. It's from what I know. So let's see. Splash Core, head into space to create a stationary orb of water. Nice. Tap empty space to fire a bullet in that direction. Oh, I know that ability. Drag across empty space to create a path of flames. Oh, it's pyrokinesis. I want tap. We have 2 different taps. Drag. Slash empty space to send a bolt of lightning along that line. Inflict damage on contact. Okay. Is that the same as? It's not lightning arrestor. Not sure what lightning bolt is, but that's fine. Right. Cool. Dark barrier. Press Neku. Press Neku to create a dark barrier that restores health and harms enemies. Movement is okay. Slash vertically up on empty space to form an icicle. Inflicts damage on contact. So that's pretty good. This is a really good slew of things. I don't actually currently have a way to heal beyond Black Saturn, but I like this pin set from the look of it. I didn't have all of them before. Alright, let's see what I can do about these. Piercing pillar slash up. Slash vertically up. Okay, so I can only have 2 subs, so I can have 2 sets. This one's gonna be this has a bullet on the main. I have bullets. Drag empty space for flames. That's not gonna work well. There we go. Drag slash empty space. Just send a bolt of lightning along that line. Press Neku to keep. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna mess with the planets, the alignment of the planets a bit. Mercury, Venus. Mars. Yeah, let's just reverse it. That way we can go. Yeah. That said, it's a shame that most of these frogs here are immune to, you know, elements. Let's just test it out.
Watch yourself.
Oh, that's good. Oh. Yep, big. That's really good. Oh, that does so much damage. I'm an ultimate still, aren't I? Yeah, I'm still an ultimate. Doesn't heal a lot, but you know. That's my only physical too. That does so much damage. Wow. That is insane.
That's how it's done.
Okay. I like that. That's very good. I'm gonna keep those in my back pocket for now. For now, let's use my main set. That's definitely... Ooh. What is this place? No joke. Like Shea Sewer Bar and Lounge down here. Seriously. I called this Pat, huh? Just a coincidence. Bro, let's play some Tinpin! Sure, alright. Wait. You're one of Tinpin's creators. The wizard? Close. I'm actually the second in line. The vice wizard of slime. Whoa! Want to have any secret tips to winning at Tinpin? A couple, yeah. Teach me! I'm totally gonna level up. That's if you win. Alright, you're on! Just so you know, I'm wicked tough. I can control 3 pins at once. It's sick. What? Ready to go. Oh yeah, he can control 3 at once, and they all fight each other. That's fine. He's also kind of tricky. Oh boy, I scared him off, that's fine. And that was just bad. Oh. Okay, one of his already out, the other one has so much. Whoa. He's just KOing himself at this point. Gosh. Well, glad I have this one has 3 left, and I win, just like that. Vice Wizard of Slam. I win! Ah, I blew it. One more time. Wait, where's my secret tip? Oh, right. My bad. It's all about concentration. You gotta focus every fiber of your body on your opponent's position. Okay. Then, picture yourself winning in your mind. Right. Then you'll always win. A little more specific? It's also important to have a victory pose decided on before you play. Come on, that voice stinks. Hey, don't bite the hand that feeds you, kid. Right, sorry. I'll work on focusing and imagining. Poor kid can't see he's being messed with. Tinpin Dash. Tinpin Dash is well, it's a pin just like the velocity attack pin.
Focus.
But now for the wildest. A spin. Whoa! This graffiti is cat's work. Looks like a wall tag on Utagawa. Then wait, was that last room? Was that his place? You alright, Blue? Come on. Come on! Okay. Trail of the Judged. There are no enemies here. This really is all cat's work. And if you look in certain parts of this, you can find parts of the blacklit planets in here. The Room of Reckoning. There we go. The throne. This place is huge! I never knew Shibuya had a basement. This is the Room of Reckoning. The throne seats the one who rules Shibuya. The very fabric of Shibuya is woven within these walls. What? Say, Neku, what would you do if I asked you to play a game with me, where the winner took Shibuya? I think you're crazy! There's someone in here! What? Hello there, Neku. Whoa, what the heck? I suppose I should say, nice to meet you. In this world. Pink is a twin? Okay, this ain't funny. Who let us into the Hall of Mirrors? I came from a world parallel to this one. Existence branched, and our worlds took different paths. I just crossed over, and boy are my arms tired. A parallel world? I ran into a spot of trouble there. Nothing major. About one yoctogram. This world seems refreshingly cozy. Very peaceful. No wonder they keep this kid locked in the basement! So your world isn't peaceful? At the moment, not exactly. But I assume Neku is holding down the fort. Me? The other Neku. From my world. Anyway, I'm expecting my ride home, if he ever decides to show up. Your ride? Say, let's play a game to kill some time. I always wanted to duke it out with you, Neku. Duke it out? Yes, but my Neku is busy with the game. Can't really bother him. Wait, hold up. Why should I fight you? I told you, I'm just looking to kill some time. But let's see. If you can beat me, I'll give you something fun. How about that? Well, yeah, I guess. Just tell me when you're ready. And be ready. I don't fight nice. Joshua is challenging us to a chain battle. If you play hard in difficulty or above, you win. And also, we'll give you the final time attack entry on your game report. This is not a battle to take lightly. As such, I'm going to be taking some time to prep, make sure my inventory is correct, my pins, gonna turn on co-op mode, and we're gonna go. We're gonna have at it. Alright, I think I'm all set. So I did give her a small boost in bravery, And she already had the crate. So, she has the When You're in Love, her stuffed animal, pirate hat, and the Mr. Mew suit. Pretty good. Oh yeah, Deku himself has Pie Face's jeans, Mace's cap, my phones, and Iron Maiden's One Piece for a good all-around defense and attack and everything else I could need. Joshua has, unfortunately, his bravery is the lowest right now, so that's fine. He has these Old Wisdom Made New shoes. They're good enough. The biker gloves with no ability, unfortunately. Oops. Super mask. I could probably update that now. Nope. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's fine. And Beat. We have Lollipop's parka, Girl's uniform blazer, your cap, and Sis's pendant. So, you'll want to make sure that you're properly outfitted. This is a full 16 boss rush. It's a full 16 round boss rush of 16 of the most major bosses. 16 of the most major bosses in the game are here. As such, I'm also not going to be holding back. For, you know, just in case. Just in case. Alright. That'll do. Let's just... Oh, hey. Oh, cool. It's proof that I beat, boss at the top. Alright. 40 hours. We're doing pretty good. Alright, yep, as he said, by clearing this, we'll unlock this over here. So let's just activate co-op. Alright. And that's it. I will be doing this on Ultimate. And just to let you know, this entire boss rush that is happening, this is probably the best way to get the ultimate drop pins. Yeah, this is probably the best way to get the ultimate drops from them, because it's just one after another after another. You'll be using all your partners for this. Shiki has like two bosses to fight. Joshua has 2 bosses to fight. Beat has like 12. Yep. For that, let's go. Ready? All set. Then let's begin. First boss, the bird.
We can do this, Neku.
Let's just get through this first phase real quick. Yep. Once you clear this first wave of birds, he'll swoop down a little bit. Did I miss him?
Here it comes.
Alright, that's fine. And he'll drop it, or not. He dropped it. Good.
Here it comes.
I missed him again.
Here it comes.
Where is he dropping it?
Here it comes.
Imagine losing so much time because of the stupid bird.
Here it comes.
What do you pick up? Like a gumball machine?
Here it comes.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Whoa, picking up a car.
Here it comes.
Dang it. I'm about to use this cat power on him.
Here it comes. Here it
Yep,
comes.
done with that. in the past. I haven't used hers in so long. Thankfully, I think I still got it. Yeah, it's just that Beats is like just so much better for the multiplier. Crud.
Mr. Mew.
That should fry the bird. Got him. I should have used that at the start. I just wanted to save it until the next fight. But I also forgot that I can fry the next fight. Up next is Mr. Higashizawa.
Welcome to my kitchen.
You're good as
Mr. Ramcrotch himself. Alright. And zap him. Get a cross combo going. He's mad. Not too concerned, he can't really hurt me. It's like what, 70 damage? Oh no, not 70 damage. Also, I can't be knocked down because of Sheikah's equipment. So, that's a win. And yes, Beat is a required fight.
Don't make this worse for yourself. How's my aim?
Thankfully, he's a pushover. When you get something like this. There's just too much stuff going on, he can't counter it. If you don't want to use the double zappy zappy, then just make sure he doesn't go off screen too much. But that's dark matter. That was dark matter. Up next is Sho Minamoto.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
Inverse matrix.
Battle's easy enough. He's got all these taboo on him with him.
How's my aim?
There we go. Just hit them both at the same time, if he has the ability to. I beat them too quickly. Okay. Help me out with there? There we go.
Where's your beauty? Better slow. That'll do. Better slow. You're out of your vector.
Alright. Alright, he's actually a little, can be, or with his patterns, a little harder than the other show we've already fought. Well, especially because now he's taboo and Joshua doesn't sync well with this, but he tries. But by now you fought Leo enough times.
You're out of your vector.
And now that he's human, they're just... No, you're not! Alright.
That was nothing.
Who's next? The bat.
You're good as gone. Come and
Right.
get it.
Come on, Beat. Hit the right one. 1, 2. There's the bat. And just wail on him. Alright, that's fine. Whoop. Alright, and just whoop. They're trying to obfuscate the bats biting their cables, but that's not too bad. Got him. Yeah. And just shut him down with some electricity. I mean, hey, it's only fair. He was trying to take it. So I'll give him what he wants, but I guess it was too much. Overloaded.
That was nothing.
This one is... Ah, Miss Yasha. Gotcha. Oh, 20 damage each hit. That actually adds up. Let's just stop her. Pinky's not too hard if you can stop her from doing all of her stuff. But if you, as long as you have defense break resistance and attack break resistance, nothing too bad. Got him. But yeah, her alone, not too bad. Next up is Kokikaria. Kokikaria is really easy to stun lock. And not just because I'm using all these lightnings, but he does hit harder. There we go. So I'm not sure if it's apparent here, but I really love boss fights. So when this game told me that, hey, you can fight all of the bosses again in a boss rush, I love me a good boss rush. I was more than ecstatic. There we go. I haven't even needed to heal yet. Alright, this is where things get tricky. Both of them berserked. That is some actual damage. Such as the rules of the chain battle, the further you are in the chain, all the damage gets multiplied. But if you keep her stun locked, you'll be fine. Nope. Carrier's here. They switched. Okay. Carrier can still be stun locked. That's fine. No, 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 no. That would do a lot of damage with this current multiplier. Okay, they're both out. Let's just end this quick. Not that I couldn't take them on, but I just don't want to risk it. They can be very painful, even if I'm this high leveled. Instead, if they're starting to do this much damage to me, the next few fights will be a little actually painful. But this should be a wipeout. Nice. Ah, yes.
Don't wuss out now, man.
Iron Maiden. But this fight is just as annoying as you remember. If you want, you can easily grind so many shadow matter here, but you shouldn't have to. Dang it, I missed. But you can grind shadow matter here because there's a 16 times multiplier. You can just use that. Come on, Frog, get in there. There we go. And we just pummel her into oblivion. This is not too bad either. Alright, let's see if I can get away with it. That said, if you are using pins with like a limited amount of uses in these fights, like healing pins, this is a good... this will actually reset them for some reason. I think it's because it takes away your pins and then gives them back. So it's just like, oh, fully stocked.
Vexatious worm.
Yep, didn't work. I tried. Oh, she's down there. That's it. This is why I'm doing in co-op, because I knew this part would be a pain.
Claim it if you can.
Or me and her shadow.
Shred this! Come on! Get out!
Yep, just chase it down, stand in her shadow, and not the other way around. There we go. I still think this is one of the more amazing fights in the game. It's a shame that this port kind of made it go weird, but it's still very good.
Get out!
Especially because if you didn't heal before this part in the fight, it can easily turn sideways.
Have some more!
Got her. Where is she?
Shred this! Slam!
Got it.
You will pay.
Alright, I got the Rhyme Pin. And you can tell where she is by the shadow. And B can still pummel her as well.
Have some more!
Got him. Not the cleanest fight against Iron Maiden, but those always get messy. Also, in the DS version, whenever you fight this, you get another copy of Rhyme, I'm pretty sure. I forget. But I remember having a lot of copies for some reason. Ah, yes. Really? Some things never change, do they? He's such a... Oh god. Oh. No, no. Goodness. Yeah, he is aggressive. He keeps casting that. Yeah, he's starting to deal some actual damage, so definitely be careful by this point in the run. Which means Shiki could deal damage too. Yeah, let's just keep zapping from afar. No, 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 no. No, not this time. Got him. Okay, good. We're getting a lot of rare pins. And this should be the last one. 11? Okay. I thought it was like 16. Alright. But yeah, this is no big deal now that we have all these. Yep. Yeah, I've fought this guy enough times. He's a joke. And when I first played this game, Joshua was my strongest character. But I'm glad this game it's Beat, because they just made Beat so much stronger. Which is good, because he should be the strongest character. He went through the most growth, and Josh was just overpowered because, you know, story.
Come and get it! Come and get it! Shred this!
Ah, he went to reset to that side, huh?
Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it.
Yeah, zap him. Oh, you can touch me? Oh no. That one flame did 500 damage. Which reminds me, I don't want to get chomped. And with that, that's done. That's the boss rush. Overall, not too difficult, just under. Ooh, sub 12 minutes. I think that's really good because on my DS it was like, what, 14 minutes? That's pretty good. And also, obviously this is a good way to like level up pins. But, you know, wow. That sure is kind of a lot. Now, granted, we're still not done after all this. We're close, but not done. There's still the new content to go over. Which I am mostly in the dark for. I tried doing day one, but I was like, in my practice file, but I'm like, I think it's appropriate to wait till now. So needless to say, it'll be very enjoyable.
Hell yeah, that was tight.
Ha! Nice work, Neku. I knew I was right to pick you. Not that you're the Neku I picked. Well, that was a fun few minutes, hmm? Here's your award. Just let me know if you want to go again. I may be stuck here for a little while longer. Received a 6-pin starter set for winning. And the Angel Feather. Our buyer used divine means to acquire this mysterious feather that was once in the possession of Shibuya's composer. And 50,000 yen. There we go. And that is now as part of our deeds. Star ranking. Oh, that's so good. That is fantastic. Oh. It was especially good because I did it on Ultimate. But yeah, yeah. Right, with that, I think that'll be it for today. Up next, we are doing none other than the new content. And yes, I'm still going to do it on Ultimate mode. I'm going to do... oh yeah, Fifenfrog. Good luck getting those. Oh goodness. A new day. But you can only eliminate the boss symbols after completing the chapter. So, let's get started. New day 1. Expert mode. Take care.